Hi everyone! So today I will be showing you how to create this super cute gymnast figurine. In this tutorial I will be making the red one that is on the left of the screen, but I also made this one on the right, which is an inspiration for you all if you do decide to go a little bit crazy with the leotard and do kind of a half and half colored thing. And yes, this is my own original design. I designed this figurine specifically so it would be in the splits with the arms kind of out. And without further ado, let's get started. So today you will need any type of loom. You will also need your hook, and the following bands are customizable. You will need 2 bands for the eyes. I'm using black, but you can use blue or brown or any other color. You'll also need a color for the hair, as well as many colors as you'd like for the leotard. I'm just going to use one, which is red. And you'll also need a color for the skin. I am using neon orange bands from the Rainbow Loom web store. These bands from the web store aren't actually neon, they're more of a peach color. And all my supplies today are from the Rainbow Loom web store. This design is fairly advanced, so you may want to watch through just to make sure you can do this if you are not very advanced at making figurines. And this design is also made to fit on the offset position of any loom, so this design will look a little bit funny, but when we take it off the loom it'll look perfectly normal. So this is one that I've already made, and as you can see, this is just for inspiration. I have a half kind of leotard on her, and I think this looks really cute, but I will be making a full red leotard today for my friend, so I won't be using any other colors. So first you're going to take the color that you want in the hair bun. Like in this figurine, I have silver on around the bun here. And so I like that it complements the leotard, so I'm just going to take red since that's the color of this leotard that I'm going to put on. You're going to be using double bands with your arrow pointing down. On this whole design you will be using double bands unless I say otherwise, so you can take my word for it. Now you are going to take the color that you are going to use for the hair and double bands. And do the same thing on the other side. Now we are going to take the same color you used for the hair and use double bands on both sides. And now take the color for the face and go ahead and put 2 of those going down the middle. And now we are going to take the same color we used for the face and go down the sides here. And do the same thing to the other side. Now this is the part where it looks kind of funny, but in the square set position it looks perfectly normal, so I literally just took this pin bar and slid it upwards during the square set position when I put the bands on, just to make it in the offset position for everyone who does not have a loom that can change this setting. So you're going to go upwards like that and do the same thing on the other side. Now her face won't turn out really deformed or anything looking like this. It'll look perfectly normal when we take it off the loom. So now you're going to use color for the neck. And at this time we are going to start the leotard. So take the color for your Leo. And basically we are going to do length of 3 chains on the sides. So okay, so now I have a full length of 3 chains here, or 3 rubber bands, and on this middle part right here we are going to add 1 more of the double bands for the leotard. So before we put the legs on our loom, we want to make a quick bun on the bottom, and it doesn't matter where you start because we're going to take it off the loom. So you're going to go ahead and use double bands of your hair color, and we're going to create kind of like a diamond shape here, using double bands for this whole process. Like that. And now we are going to go ahead and add on a cap band. So you're going to wrap this around your pin right here 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to start the hooking process. So you're going to go inside the cap band here. Grab the double bands on top. These should be going to the top left. And grab the next bands in the cap band here. Hook the bands here. Like that. Now we are going to go ahead and take one single band of your hair color, and you're going to slip it onto this pin here. Stick your hook inside this pin here. Go inside all the bands, and you want to pick up this single band that we are holding here. So this part is a little bit tricky. So I've picked it up on my hook now. Going to stretch it over onto this pin. So now I have a single chain link right here. And what you're going to do now is grab the bottom band here. Don't go inside the band, go on the outside. Pull this over like that. Give it a little bit of a tug to tighten, like that. And now we can take this bun off of our loom. So just remove everything. You should get something like this now. So just to hide this end string here, you're just going to stick your hook in a random spot in the bun. It really doesn't matter where, like that. Grab this loose end, and then you're going to just pull it through your bun here. It's okay if you grab extra bands, just pull on all of them. And now we are going to just put this to the side for now. So now we are going to add on bands that are going to make up the legs. So you're going to use double skin colored bands for this. And we are going to go all the way down to the bottom of our loom on the very right and left pin bars. Now we need to add a small extension to the feet here, because if we just have these 4 or 5 skin colored chain links, it's not long enough for the legs, so we're going to make a small extension. So for this, you're going to take a single skin colored band, wrap it around your hook 3 times, like that. Now you're going to take double of your skin colored bands, or if you want to make shoes, you can use colored bands, but gymnasts don't really wear shoes when they do gymnastics. Do they? I don't know. Okay, so you're going to have a little chain link like this, and you're just going to put the other end back on your hook. So now we have a double single chain link with a triple looped band for the cap band, and you're just going to put this on the foot here. Like that. We're going to go ahead and make one more for the left side. So once again, take a single skin colored band and wrap it around your hook 3 times. Like that. Now you're going to take double of your skin colored bands, slide the triple loop bands on here, put the other end on your hook like that. Now you are going to place this on your loom. Like that. Now we have to add on horizontal bands along our loom here. So first we're going to start off with the face. You're going to take one of the skin colored bands and wrap it along these three in a triangle like that. And you are going to double loop it along that triangle. So go ahead and twist it over once more. There we go. So I have a double loop band here. Now we're going to skip over to the leotard. You're going to go on these pins here and make another triangle and double loop these bands as well. Like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my next red band and make another triangle below the one we just made and double loop that one as well. Like that. Lastly, we're going to take one more red band, or any color of band that you use for the leotard, and double loop it along these three pins again to make another triangle. Like that. So now we need to add on eyes. Now for the eyes, you're going to need your two black bands, and you're going to take one of them and wrap it around your hook 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. And now you're going to go ahead, pick up this right end off of the skin colored double looped band that we did, and you're going to carefully slide on this black looped band. So kind of pull it over your hook like that, and you're basically just going to keep pulling the loops over. This part can be pretty tricky, so it's okay if you don't get it on your first try. Like that. And so now once you have put them on your hook, you're going to go ahead and slide this back onto the pin that it was on. So pull on this and you're going to reattach it to the pin that it was on before you added the eye on. Like that. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So go ahead and wrap the band around your hook 4 times. 3 and 4. Like that. Now you're going to go ahead and pull off the very left side of this here and carefully slide on these black bands that are on your hook. Like that. And now you're going to go ahead and put the neon orange bands on your hook back onto your loom. Like that. Now at this time, before we start the hooking process, you're going to grab the bun that you set to the side earlier, which mine is right here, and you're going to find the cap band here. So mine is right here. You should see a small circular band. Stick your hook inside of this. Now you're going to come up here and place it on this pin. So you're going to stretch out the cap band. I like to stick my finger inside. Stretch it onto this pin here at the top of the head. Like that. And now we're going to make 2 arm pieces. So first you're going to start with one of your skin colored bands and wrap it around your hook 3 times. Like that. Now you're going to take double of your skin colored bands and do a single chain link. So pull over this band that was on your hook. Like that. Now we're going to make a chain link of the leotard color. Now you can make a long sleeved leotard, or you can make one that does not have the long sleeves, that's like sleeveless. So if you want to make a sleeveless one, use skin colored bands for this whole entire chain link of the arm, but I am going to be making long sleeves, so I'm going to use the bands that I used for the leotard color. So now we are going to use double of our leotard color, and we are going to do 5 chain links using this color. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I have gone too fast for you during this part, then you might want to pause the video here. Otherwise, we're going to continue on and add this onto our loom. So this arm is going to go on this pin right here. So basically, you're just going to kind of stretch the arm a little bit, stick your finger inside these bands here, and add them onto this pin. Like that. Now we're going to go ahead and make one more arm. So you're going to go ahead and take one of the skin colored bands again, wrap it around your hook 3 times, like that. Now you're going to take double of your skin colored bands, and you're going to go ahead and make a single chain link with those, sliding the bands that were on your hook. And now you're going to go ahead and start doing chain links of your long sleeve color. Unless you're doing short sleeve on a leotard, then you're going to use your skin color again. And we're going to make 5 more chain links. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like that. If you haven't gotten this many chain links yet, you may want to pause the video here. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and put this on our loom. So I'm going to go ahead, stretch this arm out here, and we're going to place this on this pin right here. So go ahead like that. So first we're going to start at the bottom of the loom, and we're going to hook the legs first. So you're going to go inside this band here, grab the double bands here, hook them upwards, and you can hook each leg one at a time if you'd like. I'm just going to hook the right leg first. So go ahead and hook all these bands here. And stop after you've hooked the last skin colored band. Go on to the other leg here, and I'm going to hook the other bands here. Okay, so I have now finished hooking the legs, and we are going to start on the body. So I'm going to go ahead, stretch this arm out here, and we're going to place this on this pin right here. So go ahead like that. And now we can continue the hooking process starting at the bottom here. So we're going to first hook this band right here, but we're going to twist it as we hook it. So pick it up with your hook, and you're going to twist your So now we're going to start the hooking process here. So first you're going to hook this band here. Just hook it just like that. And then go inside the horizontal bands here and grab the first band on the left side of the leotard. Same goes to this side, like that. And make sure you go inside the horizontal bands when you are doing this hooking process. This is basically like a triple single bracelet, but it doesn't really matter what order in which you hook the bands as long as you hook them from the bottom to the top of your loom. Like that. So if you haven't caught up to here, you might want to pause the video. And so you're going to stick your hook inside this top left corner here and go inside all of the bands that are for the arm and grab the double bands that are for the collar. Do the same thing on the right side, like that. And now we are going to move forward onto the head. So go inside all the bands here. Make sure you're grabbing only the bands that are the skin colored bands, like that. Now this part is a little bit different. You're going to go in, and the first band you're going to hook is going to go to the right, and you're going to put it down here, so you're kind of moving backwards during this part. So put those on, like that. Now you're going to go ahead and hook the bands that come next, And the same thing on this side as well, like that. Now we're going to move forward and keep going on to the hair and the forehead. Like that. And now we're going to finally hook these two bands that are the hair. Now the last bands that we hook are these colored bands that are matching with the leotard. So what you're going to do is stick your hook inside all of these bands. Make sure you go inside of all, otherwise your creation will fall apart. And grab the double bands like that. So you're going to go ahead and pull them up. Now you're going to go ahead and just ignore the bun, pretend it's not even there, and put it on the top pin there. So the bun is kind of sandwiched inside. Now, as you can see from this side view here, we do have 2 layers of our colored bands here. So what I'm going to do is go on the outside of the pin and pick it up. You do not go inside the band. Do not do this. Go on the outside here and pick it up. So I've picked up the bottom bands, and you're going to pull it up and over the pin, but don't release it yet. You're going to kind of circle around the bun, so that way this band goes to the base of the bun here, like that. Then you can release it here, kind of pull the bun out a little bit if it gets caught inside, like that. And if yours looks like this, then you've done it successfully, and you're going to pick up the red bands here, or whatever colored bands, give it a little tug to tighten this, and now we can remove this whole creation off of our loom. So you should now have something like this, and I'm on the side of this project where the loops here are on top of the bun. And what you're going to do is you can either do 2 things for this part. You can take this piece, wrap it around the bun like this, so that way you kind of get a crowning effect, which is what I like to call this. So here the bun is kind of surrounded by this little curly thing, and it looks like a scrunchie almost. Or you can go ahead and wrap it around a second time around the bun, so that way you get more of a hair tie look here. But I'm more of a fan of the crowning look, or the scrunchy look, so this is more of a loose band around the bun, but I kind of like how it looks. And so at this point you're just going to stretch out places where you think everything needs to be evened out a little bit. And this design I created specifically so that way the design would sit in the splits here with the arms up. It doesn't stand too well like this, so I did design it so that way she's in the splits like this. And for a boy gymnast, if you want to make a boy gymnast, you basically just add pants on or whatever guys wear and skip the bun here, so that way you just have a guy there. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I really hope you guys like this design. Once again, it is my own original design, and I spent quite a bit of time designing it because the arms and legs weren't the right length at first, and all this different stuff happened. And yes, like I said earlier, I did design it so that way this figurine would be in the splits, so I think that is super cute. And also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you made this successfully, or if you like my videos, and also subscribe for more videos. I have a surprise coming up on my channel on February 14th, and it is a Rainbow Loom project tutorial, and this is probably the biggest tutorial I will be posting, and it is a big project, and I think you guys are gonna love it so much. And yeah, so also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Pinterest. My username is tutorialsbya for both. And yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!